Today, in the craziest strategy action RPG out there, we're only allowed to use mercenaries/hired troops. Let's go. We first start off with our character, customizing his looks and his background for different skills. We then make our banner and put on a generic clan name. Then comes to the name of our character for today. I decided to mix the name Mark and Mercenary, and we got Merc. And here we are. First thing we do is run into Start Guide and see what our first troop is going to be. And it's one whole Vlandian Caravan Guard for 700 gold. Quite expensive. Now I decide after some careful consideration that one troop might not be enough. So I start selling off some of Merc's belongings. And we're able to buy one more Caravan Guard. With our newly formed the 3 Musketeers, we go out there and look for our first rebels to test the merit of this humble warband, if they were actually worth all this money. At least from the looks of it, the Caravan Guard seem to be pretty well equipped. They have a shield, not the best shield, but they have a spear, some armor, and a horse, which is way better than just a guy on a horse with a sword. My plan was pretty much to just distract the rebels so they didn't somehow, with a miracle, kill our Vlandian Caravan Guard, because they're really expensive and I don't have money early game, so I'd rather take the chance that I would die than them dying. After quite a smooth victory, we head back to Sargot and we sell the gear that we got from that victory. And we're actually able to afford one more Vlandian Caravan Guard. So we go out there again and decimate another bandit group. We take their loot, some to sell and some to wear. And we go back to Sargot and we get 2 more Caravan Guards. We are starting to get quite the cavalry warband. We get back out there and decimate a few more warbands to build up our coffers. We then go to a town further west in Vlandia called Jackaland where we find some more mercenaries. This time it's 8 Sisterhood followers for 800 gold. They seem to be ranged troops with spears. We also jump into a tournament to see if we could win some more money. Fuck. Oh my god, hell yeah. We fucking got it, mate. After a smooth tourney win, we sell our winnings and we get 4 more of the Mercenary Sisterhood. And we get out there and we end up in a pretty huge battle against deserters and ambushers. These guys are better equipped than normal rebels and have gear more akin to tier 1 to tier 3 troops. Let's try. You guys don't look that geared and you guys have no helmets. Oh, this is really bad, actually. I think we might lose this. Because these are a lot of people with spears. Oh my god, yeah, we're dead. The spears on these guys were no joke, and I fell in battle quite fast. Our cavalry were able to disorganize the enemies until the Sword Sisters came over, and we were able to actually defeat them. We were able to get some new gear for Merc, and we also hired 3 hired crossbowmen. We were also able to sell the loot from that battle for around 7,000 gold, which I was pretty happy about. We then went to Galland, and with our new acquired gold, we were able to fetch the whole 9 Vlandian Caravan Guards. I then removed all the foot troops from my warband to just have the cavalry for some movement speed bonus. I wanted to see how good the caravan guards really were, so we went up against 21 Azerite deserters. We can't really help that much because we have the worst horse in existence, but I'm trying, you know? And that's what matters. Oh, the guards really proved their worth in this battle. Seems like they were worth the money after all. Thanks to their good gear, we were able to also get some upgrades from the Azerites. New weapons and new armor. Skipping a few days forward of just fighting rebels, we get into quite a battle against some barbarian raiders. 48 versus 23. Are they in a circle? They are in a circle. Uh-oh. I was just walking around the circle trying to pick people off because I didn't have the horse armor needed to charge into a circle full of spears. This is the only thing I could do for now. Fuck. And with a hit that launches me 2 meters, I fall in battle yet again. Now, I was quite concerned watching this battle unfold in front of me, but thankfully we had enough cavalry to actually blow through their ranks. We then went to Provent, we were able to sell our collected loot for 16,000 gold. We had been farming rebels for quite some time now. We were building up quite the coffers. And we also got a nice new helmet. We then go on a journey to the north as there's a lack of quests in Vlandia. And on the way we find some hillsmen and we fight them. We end up as victorious because there were not that many. We then head into one of the towns, sell off the riches from the hillsman, get a new and better helmet and a new weapon. We then hop into a tournament with our new armor to get some more renown for our clan. fuck. Sadly, it's a loss, but we move on. And we find quite the find. A horde of barbarians. And of course I'm gonna try. I kinda wanna try this. Wait, how many are there? Wait, that's a lot of people though. Maybe this is dumb. Fuck it, let's do it. My plan for this battle was to use our cavalry to wear down the enemies. As we had around 12 ranged crossbowmen, I wanted to keep the ranged crossbowmen far back while we do as much damage as possible, and when our cavalry is pretty much gone, we would retreat and the crossbowmen could just pick off the remaining enemies. Fuck. No, 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 no. Can't die here. Fuck. We might lose this now. Because now our troops will go forward, which is not what we want. And I was right. With me stupidly falling in battle, our crossbowmen charged forward and ran into the enemies, of course dying, which meant that now our half force of cavalry had to kill the whole army by themselves, which of course wouldn't work. So we sadly lost. So I went into one of the sturgeon cities of Varnapol, and we sat there for days, waiting for mercenaries to come into the tavern and us hiring them, resulting in us getting some sturgeon caravan guards this time, some elite mercenary macemen, and some hired pikes. Oh, and we also became clan tier 1. And to summarize the next few days, we win a tournament in Britannia for some male shoulder pieces, we then go and bully some bandits, and then we go smack some Vlandian deserters, and I steal their shoulder guards of course. We then take out a hideout and smack them and bully them. And then we go and bully some sturgeon deserters because of course we don't discriminate. And then I lose a tournament in the Empire. And this is where we are now, becoming a mercenary for King Durdard of Vlandia. You need us to join you? Sure. We then head up to Sturgia to help in the war. And then the Western Empire declares war on Vlandia as well. We then run across all of Sturgia to find any small warband to defeat, and we find none. And then the war ends. We would then go to help against the Western Empire, and we find Mitunis of the Beni Zilal.
Who are you?
Fucking get 'em, boys. A lot of sort of light cavalry, so we might win this. Bunch of auxiliary. Yeah, it's Imperial Auxiliary Cavalry. Luckily, even though we had more troops than us, a lot of those troops were just Imperial Skirmish Auxiliary Cavalry, and we had medium cavalry to counter that. A lot of the fighting was just chasing the enemy cavalry, which I will skip, and thankfully it was a victory. A landslide victory, to be honest. I then upgraded some better armor, and then we head back to Vlandian lands to imprison the ones we captured for some extra influence and money. And by the time we were back in Vlandia, the war was over. And while roaming, we find Gilbert of the Brotherhood Party, and we decide to fight them. 98 versus 133. The enemy consisted of an overwhelming amount of ranged troops, which honestly scared me a lot because we ourselves didn't have a lot of ranged troops, we didn't have a lot of infantry, most of our units were cavalry, and these ranged troops were of high enough quality to actually pierce a lot of armor, so this was a pretty scary battle. Come on guys, just... Oh my god, we're gonna lose this. They have fucking RPGs, man. We're gonna lose, guys, they have RPGs. You're probably wondering why I'm so close to the archers here where I could die any second. And the reason why is because I wanted to distract some of the archers so they didn't shoot our infantry. Because I knew that if our infantry were to actually get close, we would decimate them. Because our infantry were mercenaries and of the highest tier, I knew that they would defeat anything that they would touch. We lost our fucking spear, lads. We're just a fucking car now. Beep beep. We fell, boys. After we fell, the battle went as I predicted. Our infantry forces met the ranged and the infantry just carved through them like melted butter. We did lose a lot of units this battle though, which is expected as they did have over 30 troops more than us. But a victory is a victory nonetheless. We were also able to get some more upgrades for our gear, and again we could sell all the gear for quite a penny. We then left Dirthard as a mercenary, we married a tough commander, Lyanna, and then we joined Lucan of the Northern Empire as a vassal, and then we jumped into a battle against Arenex. Are you on my side? Nope. The enemy had a lot of Sturgeon auxiliary line breakers, and luckily we had the cavalry to counter them. If our army was mainly infantry, I think we would be in trouble. Where are you guys walking? Fucking get your ass in there. Thanks to our mass cavalry charges, the enemy's morale was depleting and a lot of them were routing, which resulted in a huge victory. Pretty decisive one. After a decisive victory, we chased after Apis and we battled him, who had almost twice the amount of troops. We can take down Apis. We can actually fuck over their morale. He's down, brothers. We lost our fucking spear. Fuck. No! Fuck. After falling in battle, our guys still pull through. And it turns into a landslide victory thanks to our cavalry and our crossbowmen standing far away and raining down bolts. After imprisoning Apis and his army, we look for any sieges or any battles to end this war, and we find one, a siege of Hartugea Castle, and of course, we join. We are so low, we can't really do much here, but Are there ladders here? There are ladders here. Let's get these fucking ladders up, mate. Pull! Fucking crazy, lad. Don't shoot, mate. Get in there. Trying to push and make space, of course we fall in battle with the little HP that we had. The siege of the castle is successful, of course, and we take some time after to chill in the castle and recover. When out of the blue, we are rewarded Hartugea Castle. And we get the castle next to the natural monument called the Retreat. And therefore, the Knights of the Retreat are born. The Mercenaries of the Mountain. If you enjoyed this video, then drop a like and maybe subscribe. And I'll see you another time. Thank you for watching.